Saw dudes, Herbleaf here. I don't normally do voiceovers, but given the recent changes to the core base of the game, the meta and everything in between, I feel like it's probably appropriate to put my 2 cents out there. So, before we dive into the new state of the pickpocket meta video, just a couple of topics that I lightly wanted to go over. TLDR, SDF did put a new post in his kitchen this morning. Quick summary of that is that he is confident that this is in fact the direction, in the vanilla foundation of Dark and Darker that he wants to build upon. Building upon means, as he stated, he inevitably wants to implement things such as weapon mastery, things such as skill tree integration. He did in fact mention guild halls, which I was happy to see, but goddamn it, SDF, those better be free guild halls, and other things included as well. So it does make me happy to hear that he hasn't let this all dry, but it is unfortunate that we do have to kind of re-hone our skills, as well as adapt to the new shift in this meta, because in all honesty, we have to play completely different, especially for rogues, in regards to our positioning, our engagement, and everything in between, whether that be because of the lack of build diversity or the lack of stats. So, ultimately, I'm used to playing at disadvantages as a rogue. I've already, mustered up a couple different builds that keep rogue as a dominant player in this new meta. I'll make a couple different videos later in regards to that, but other than that, the changes in my eyes, I can see the reasoning behind them and how it benefits towards a healthier, sustainable Dark and Darker community moving forward, whether that be with the existing base adapting or forming a new base, if that is ultimately the target. But in reference to the state of the game, we're not rogues. We are not as cooked as these doomers want to make you out to believe. We actually do have some versatility in regards to our builds. Once again, I'll post some videos here later this week or so that way you guys can have some confidence and start to believe in the rogue factor again. But other than that, what we're cooking up here today, so looking at the options that are available, I was thinking of what type of build diversity we can incorporate with a pickpocket build, and obviously, we have the classic resourcefulness build, but I figured buff duration might be a new direction here. So what I ended up doing is I focused on Will. Will being a good placeholder for buff duration, and I'm also utilizing the zombie skin here, which also gives me +5 buff duration. So all in all, we're looking at, let's see, about 10% buff duration. I was dabbling a little bit with Jokester for the 12%, and that made it nearly PERMA INVIS, but honestly, I love double jump way too much when pickpocketing, so I had to bring that back in. But this is what I recommend for this near PERMA INVIS pickpocket rogue build in this new semi-wipe meta. You have the hide mastery for the 1.5 times effect and 30% cooldown. Double jump, of course. Pickpocket. I was gonna comment every now and then about somebody commenting about my belt items. So worry not, with pickpocket, it hides your utility slot items. So thank you for that input, though. I appreciate you guys looking out for me. Next, we're gonna use 10-step stealth. I'm a big fan of smoke pot. You can change that if you want, but with the current meta of range, whether that be bows, crossbows, or spells, I like to, mask my visibility as much as possible, and then hide, of course. So this is what the build looks like, and we'll put it in action. See you in the dungeon.
Bang. 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 Burn. Burn.
お前はもう死んでいる。
Burn. 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 Burn.